What is up, guys? We are facing Venom Goblin on Expert Mode with Spider-Woman. And huge shout out to my buddy Norris who got me the Rise of the Red Skull. He is a huge supporter of the channel and wants to see Spider-Woman in action. So with the main scheme setup, we put the Skies Over New York environment to play right here. And let's put the initial starting threat on the 3 main schemes. The active glider count will start off on Midtown Manhattan. Venom Goblin comes in with Steady and Toughness. And then let's shuffle up the encounter deck. Venom Goblin has a when reviewed effect, deal 2 face down encounter cards to each player. So we get 2 face down encounter cards to start the game off. And then let's shuffle up our player deck here. And then draw up to our hand size of 6. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, we got the Web of Life and Destiny Mansion. Okay, let's mulligan discard these 4 cards. I think, yeah, and then actually, okay, let's keep the Cross Spyverse. Mulligan 3 cards and then draw 3 more. Okay, a double is great here. Okay, so I think we need to get out the Web of Life and Destiny. And then we can cross the Spider-Verse. See, if we cross the Spider-Verse, we can get Pavitri. Okay, let's use our action here. Look at the top card of any deck. Let's look at the encounter deck here. And it is a webbed up, so we will be stunned. But when he's attacking, he's not going to do much damage, so I think I can defend his attack. Okay, this would be 3 resources, so we can play the Web of Life and Destiny. When a Web Warrior ally leaves play, we can draw 1 card. Then let's go ahead and flip over here to hero form, so we can play for 2 cost, play Across the Spider-Verse. So hero action, exhaust a Web Warrior card you control. We can exhaust the Web of Life or Destiny. Search your discard pile for Web Warrior ally put into play, then choose a player. That player may spend 3 resources at the same time to repeat that ability. So, do we want... Let's see, when you play an aspect card, put into play... Oh, okay, that's not playing it actually, so I think we might just get Ghost Spider here. Yeah, I think she'll do a little bit more for us. Okay, so let's get Ghost Spider and put her into play. Okay, then we're going to have Ghost Spider Thor for 1 from Lower Manhattan. She will take a consequential. Spider-Woman is going to Thor for 1 from Midtown Manhattan. And that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we're going to draw back up to our hand size here of 5. Okay, so it is Venom Goblin's turn. He's going to add 1 threat to each one of the 3 main schemes. He's going to attack us. We know that his boost is the one where it gets stunned. So actually, we're just going to take this attack to the face. So 3 plus a boost card if you are stunned. So just 3 damage. That will bring us from 11 here down to 8. Okay. Then he's going to activate his force response, claim the throne. After Venom Goblin activates against you, move the glider count to the main scene with the least threat, then resolve the special. They're all equal, so we can choose. Let's put it on Lower Manhattan. And then the special is to place 1 threat on each scheme. Okay. Then he's going to deal with a face down encounter card. So we have a total of 3 encounter cards here. First one is his advanced glider. Second one is concussive bombs. That will come with 2 bomb counters. And after villain attacks, you remove 1 bomb counter here, and then exhaust 1 upgrade 1 support you control. And we got uncertain loyalties. You may flip to alter ego form and exhaust Jessica Drew to remove this card from the game. Let's go and do that. So flip to alter ego, exhaust ourselves, and remove this from the game. Oh, and then I should have clarified. So with the advanced glider here, this is an attachment that goes on Venom Goblin. Every single time he activates, he's going to activate 1 more time. So he gets 2 activations every single time, which is not good for us. So back to our turn. Let's check our deck here. Okay, we haven't gotten any of our attack cards. And I think I can try to hold on a little bit. Is there any point in playing Silk anymore? Because here we got the glider out. Silk still can be useful. But I don't think we care about the War of the Great Web that much right now. I want to play Pheromones. see. Okay, let's use this as 2 resources, I think. Yeah, so we can play Silk. As a response, after you play Silk from your hand, if you control another Web War card, we do have Web War cards, search the encounter deck for Treachery and discard it. Let's look through the encounter deck here, and we will discard the Remote Navigation Treachery. Okay, and then shuffle up. So we are going to let him scheme. Oh, and I don't know if I went over the concussive bombs. After the villain attacks, you remove 1 bomb counter here and exhaust 1 upgrade and 1 support you control. So if he doesn't attack, then we are okay. And then, let's see, we can decide if we want to flip based on our action here. Okay, let's use our action. Look at the top card of any deck. Let's look at the encounter deck here. So we get an erase symbiote as a boost. That is not what we want. It's okay, Ghost Spire can help us a little bit. Okay, we're gonna have Silk and Ghost Spider both thwart for a total of 2. So that will take 2 threat off of Lower Manhattan. And they will both take a consequential damage. Okay, and then that's gonna end our turn. Let's ready back up. And I think I definitely want the Pheromone still. Do I want Spider UK in my hand? Let's get them both in our hand and draw back up to 6 here. Okay, great. We got, okay, we got a Venom Blast, so we're good to go. Hopefully we only have to deal with 1 turn of his Advanced Glider. So Venom Goblin's turn is going to add 1 threat to each scheme. So this one goes up to 3. This one goes up to 4. And then the middle one goes up to 1. Okay, then he's going to scheme on Lower Manhattan with a base of 2, plus a boost card here. The boost effect is to put the enraged into play engage with you. So he's just scheming for 2. This will make this go to 3. Then he's going to activate Claim the Throne, so it goes on a scheme with the least threat. So it goes on to Upper Manhattan because they have equal, but it must move. And the special is to discard 1 card from your hand. Let's discard the What Doesn't Kill Me here. Okay, let's see. Then, because he has the Advanced Ladder, he's going to activate again after he activates once per round. So he's going to scheme again with a base of 2, plus a boost card here of 3. So he is scheming for 5. And that's going to go on Upper Manhattan. And then he's going to have a Claim and Throne again, so it goes to scheme the least threat, which is Lower Manhattan. And that special here is to place 1 threat on each scheme, so I'll go up 1. This one goes from 4 up to 5. Okay. Then the Ray Symbiote is going to scheme on the current active scheme, which is this one, so it goes from 4 up to 5 as well. Then we get a face down encounter card, which is a Symbiotic Berserker, which has Quick Strike if a symbiote environment is in play, but there isn't one in play. Okay. And back to our turn. All right, let's see here. So we can actually get rid of the Advanced Glider. We don't have the resources. Let's see, if we get 2 more draw. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to play 2 Pheromones here. And we have to take the attack from him, which kind of stings. I think that's going to be our best play. Okay, we're going to have Ghost Spider swing for 2 at the Enraged Symbiote. So that will knock him out. Then Ghost Spider will take a consequential damage, so she gets defeated. She has to interrupt whenever she leaves play. We can search our deck for an identity-specific event and add to your hand. So let's get our Venom Blast to our hand here. Shuffle up. And then with the effect of the Web of Life and Destiny, as a response, after a Web where ally leaves play, we can draw a card. Inconspicuous. Okay. Let's see. Do we want to look at our deck? No, we have no draw power. So we're going to use our action here. Look at the top card of any deck. Let's look at the encounter deck. So the boost is 1. Okay. No, that can be our encounter card. Yeah, I definitely want that as the encounter card. So we're going to use all our resources to stun and confuse, I think. I think that's going to be the play here. Do we let this flip? I think not right now. Okay, let's hopefully, okay, let's see what Silk does for us, I guess. Silk is going to Thwart for 1, take it off of Upper Manhattan. She's going to take consequential damage. She gets defeated. When she leaves play, we draw a card with the Web of Life and Destiny. And then, okay, so let's go ahead and flip over here. Do we want to recover? Actually, let's see. Should I recover to go back up? I feel we might need to. Threat is getting pretty nasty. But we got rid of the remote navigation. We can get rid of the advanced glider right now. Yeah, let's just recover. We're going to exhaust to recover by 3. So that brings from 8 back up to 11, our max hit points. And let's flip over here to hero form. And then with the advanced glider, there's a hero action. Discard any number of attack cards from your hand with a combined resource cost of 3 or more to discard this card. So we have 2 Venom Blasts, 2 attack events with the cost of 2 each. So it's going to be 4 total, which is more than 3. So we can discard the advanced glider as a hero action. So we don't have to deal with that anymore. Next, this would be 2 resources. So we can play Pheromones. Hero action, stun and confuse an enemy. So we're going to stun and confuse Venom Goblin. And then since we play a leadership card with our Interrupt Superhuman Agility, when you play an aspect card, Spy Woman gets +1 to all of her stats until the end of the round. So let's use this as a marker. So remember that we have +1 to all of our stats. And then this would be another 2 resources to play a second copy of Pheromone. So same exact thing. We're going to stun and confuse Venom Goblin because he is steady. So he needs 2 of each status card to fully be stunned or confused. Okay, and then that is going to end our turn. Let's ready back up and then draw back up to our hand size here 5. Okay, we got Lady Spire with the meditation, which is pretty big. And we can, no, we can't play anything else if we do that, but that's okay. Okay, so it is Venom Goblin's turn. 1 threat to each scheme. Then he is going to attack us, but luckily he is stunned. Then this guy's going to hit us for 3. We do have +1 to all our stats, so we could defend. I think I'm okay taking this one to the face. Yeah, let's take this attack to the face. So we're going to take 3 damage. That'll bring us from 11 down to 8. Oh, and then none of Venom Goblin stuff activates because he never activated. Then our encounter card is the Incendiary Bombs. After the villain attacks you, we remove a bomb counter, and then he's going to deal us 2 indirect damage. Okay, so it's back to our turn. Now we definitely want to take advantage of the of his confuse. So let's flip down to Alter, and then we're going to play Meditation. As Alter, you actually exhaust your identity and exhaust and play a card from your hand, reducing its cost by 3. So we're going to play Lady Spider using the Self-Propel Glide as a resource. Then Lady Spider is going to thwart for 2 from Upper Manhattan. I'll drop this down. And her effect, after she thwarts and removes her from a scheme, if we control another Web Warrior card, we do have a Web Warrior card with the Web of Life and Destiny, she can remove another 2 threat from a different scheme. So let's take 2 off of Midtown Manhattan. And then she's going to take 2 consequential damage. Okay. Next, let's use this as a resource to play Jessica Drew's Apartment. As an Ultra Ego action, we can exhaust this card, look at the top 5 cards of our deck, and add 1 aspect card to our hand. So, I mean, spike card is only aspect card. So let's put this in our hand, shuffle up our deck here. We are very, very slowly getting built out. It's going to end our turn. We're actually going to discard Spike Crack because we got rid of the advanced glider already. So let's end our turn, ready back up, and then draw back up to our hand size here of 6. Hopefully we can get something. We got Captain Marvel. Also got Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Hopefully we can get an aspect card that we can use to play one of them. Okay, so it is Venom Goblin's turn. He is going to add 1 threat to each scheme. Then he's going to scheme, but he is fully confused. So scheme activation won't go off, no boost cards or anything. I should have used my action, but it's okay. This guy's going to scheme, but he has 0 scheme, so he's going to scheme for 0 on here. And then face down counter card is Violent Tendencies. So after attached to villain, after attached villain takes any amount of damage from an attack, give him 1 face down boost card. And if the attack dealt 3 or more damage, then we can discard this card. Okay, so we did that. Okay, back to Archer. We're going to use our apartment exhaust as an Archer Eagle action. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck and add an aspect card to your hand. So you only get the Spire Tingle or the one way or another. And I think we're going to get the one way or another. Yeah. So we add this to our hand and then shuffle this back up. Actually, let's check this. So we know we're going to get some resources here. Or the finesse. Okay. Shuffle this up. Okay. Let's see here. I think I'm okay letting this go because it's just too much threat to manage. I'm tempted to one way or another a symbiotic environment and then let this become a symbiotic environment. And then we'll have the resources to play Captain Marvel and Peter Parker while also getting the War of the Great Web. Okay, let's just see what Captain Marvel does for us first. So we're going to play Meditation. Alter Ego action, exhaust your Alter Ego. Well, our stat line should go back to 1-1 at the end of the phase. So we're exhausted. Play a card from hand, reducing its cost by 3. So we'll play Captain Marvel with just 1 cost here, or 1 resource. Okay, then we're going to have Captain Marvel swing for 2 at the Enraged Symbiote. Her response after she performs a basic power, we can draw a card. That's not what I wanted. We can draw 3 more with the one word or another. I think we pretty much have to. And then she's going to take a consequential damage. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's see. Look at the top card of any deck. Let's use our action to look at the top card of the encounter deck here. Then we're going to deck out. So get him as a minion. He's going to quick strike. Oh, we can one way or another. Anyways, it doesn't matter. We should have looked at our deck. Okay. Let's go ahead and flip over here to hero form. And then we will play one way or another. So with our superhuman agility, since we're playing a justice card, we get +1 to all of our stats until the end of the round. And with one way or another, search the encounter for a side scheme, review that side scheme. So let's put out Festering Mass. And we're going to shuffle back up here. Okay, so while there are no other symbiote environments in play, this card is considered a symbiote environment. This will come with 5 threat and an acceleration. Then we can resolve one way or another and draw 3. Okay. So we have 2 cards left in our deck, and I know Nick Fury is in our deck. So if we have Lady Spider lead play, I really do want the Nick Fury. Okay, so we're gonna have Lady Spider thwart for 2 from Lower Manhattan, and her effect is gonna take 2 threat off of a different scheme. So we're gonna take 2 off of Midtown Manhattan. Thank God, that's still gonna be a lot of indirect damage. Kind of want to take it off of Festering Mass now. Let's see. We don't get Nick Fury. We are screwed. Yeah, we don't have the resources to play Peter Parker. Let's see. Where should I take 2 more threat off of? Let's take it. It could be a waste to take it off of Festering Mass. Okay, we're going to take it off of Midtown Manhattan. Okay, she'll take 2 consequential damage. She leaves play. She gets defeated. Then we can draw a card with the Web of Life and Destiny. Oh, man, it is not Nick Fury. Is there any other way? So we could play Peter Parker. It ready us. No, we really need to have Nick Fury right now. That is really unfortunate. I guess we're playing Peter. So attach the character with Spyron's title. Is there any other way for us to draw a card? Yeah, there isn't. Okay, unless Peter leaves play, but we can't get him to leave play this round, I think. All right, all right. Well, we still want to play Peter. We need one of each resource type. And then we can play a finesse into a spider tingle. No, we want to play the War of the Great Web at least. I think so Peter can ready us. Okay, so we're going to use this as 3 resources, strength, energy, and mental, to play Spider-Man Peter Parker. He needs one of each type. Then we're going to use this as a double resource to play finesse, exhaust finesse, and generate a wild resource for an aspect card. This would be a resource so we can play the War of the Great Web, attach your character with Spider-Man style. Let's get the Spider-Woman, so we gain the Web Warrior trait. And when a Web Warrior ally leaves play, we get +1 attack until the end of the phase. Or end of the phase. Peter's going to Thor for 2 from Lower Manhattan. That'll bring this down from 5 to 3. He's going to take a consequential damage. And he ready up another Web Warrior card after he activates. So let's ready up Spider-Woman. We're going to Thor for 2 because we have this +1 right here from Lower Manhattan. Bring this down to 1. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready up. And then we're going to draw back up to hand. That's a 5. Draw Nick Fury. We decked out. Face down and counter card. Let's shuffle up our discard pile here. Back into the deck. And it's unfortunate because if we play Nick, we don't get him back because he's going to be in the discard pile. And we're going to draw back up to 5. Okay, we got some we got resources here, which is really, really good. We can survive now because Venom Goblin is going to activate. So it's his turn. He's going to add 1 threat to these schemes. This is an active scheme, so it's going to get +1 because of the acceleration from Festering Mass. So this goes up to 3. This one's at 9, so it doesn't flip yet, but we're about to make it flip with this. So Venom Goblin is going to attack us with a base of 5 plus a boost card here. I want to be greedy and take this attack to the face. He's saying with a base of 5. We can defend for 2. No, we can't because the symbiote berserker is going to hit us and we're going to die. So unfortunately, I think, are we going to have Peter block or Marvel block? Let's have Peter Parker defend his attack for us. So hitting with a base of 5 plus a boost effect, place 1 threat on each main scheme without the glider counter is a boost effect. So this one goes up to 10, this one goes up to 5. Before the attack commences, since this hits 10, it officially gets taken over. So Upper Manhattan is now a symbiote environment. So when reviewing with a glider counter and each acceleration token here to the main scheme with the least threat, it doesn't matter because there wasn't anything on there. So now that this is a symbiote environment, this one is no longer considered a symbiote environment because if there's 2 symbiote environments, then we lose the game. And then, so its attack is just 5 damage that knocks out Peter Parker when a web, his force response is triggered before our response here. So he has a couple of different things here. The first one is Claim the Throne. Goes on scheme of the least threat. Place 1 threat on each scheme. If a symbiote environment is in play, there is one in play. Place 1 additional one on this scheme. So this one goes up to 5. And the other ones get 1 more. Okay, then he's going to activate both his bombs here. So one of the bombs says exhaust a upgrade and 1 support you control. Let's exhaust the War of the Great Web as our upgrade. And as our support, let's exhaust our apartment here. And I want to keep the Web of Life and Destiny, just in case we draw into across the Spider-Verse. And the other one says take 2 indirect damage. So let's put them both on Spider-Woman. So we drop from 8 down to 6. Okay, so we did all of his stuff. Then this guy's going to hit us for 3. So that drops from 6 down to 3. And then we get 1 face down counter card for a total of 2. And the first one is Spreading Panic. Resolve the special ability of the scheme with the glider counter. So 2 more threat on here. And then 1 more on each other one. That surges. So another encounter card. Master Plan, place 4 threat on each side scheme. That's great. So this will go from 7 up to 11. That was a really good break that we needed. And we got an advance. So Venom Goblin is going to scheme here with a base of 2 plus 1. So that's going to be a total of 3, right? 2 plus 1. Yeah, so 3. So this goes up to 10 actually. Okay. And then he's going to activate Claim the Throne. So it goes to a scheme with the least threat, Midtown Manhattan. And the special is to take 2 indirect damage. Since the symbiote environment is in play, take 1 additional indirect damage. So we take 3 indirect damage. Well, we have to give 1 to Marvel and 2 to ourselves, so we drop from 3 down to 1. So we are about to die. And then these don't activate because they only activate whenever he attacks. All right, so it's back to our turn. And our stats go back to normal. Oh, we should have defended his attack. Okay, it's okay. 4 resources, so we can play Nick Fury. When Nick Fury enters play, choose one. Let's pick the one and draw 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, the inconspicuous is going to be really good here. Should I have Captain Marvel activate? Yeah, because Pavitri can do 1 more swing. So she's going to attack for 2 at the... Oh, wait a minute. Are we going to flip? No, we're not going to flip. Yeah, she's going to attack for 2 at the symbiotic berserker. So he has 4 damage. She's going to take... after she activates, we draw a card with her effect, and then she will get defeated, taking consequential damage. Okay, and then we're just going to play Pavitri and Inconspicuous. And I think we need to save this thing. Or we could play Pavitri and a Contaminant Immunity. He can help us take some indirect. We do need to recover. Yeah, let's do that. And then Nick can thwart, we can thwart for 3. Or Nick can... Yeah. Okay. So this will be 3 resources. So we can play Spider-Man here. Whenever he enters play, remove 1 threat from a scheme for each web warrior card you control. We have the Warrior of the Grey Web, which makes us a web warrior, the Web of Life and Destiny, and himself. So it's going to be 3 threat. Let's take the 3 threat off of Lower Manhattan. So this drops from 10 down to 7. Then we're going to exhaust Finesse to generate a wild resource for an aspect card. Or first, before we do that, our Superhuman Agility. Since we played a Justice card, we get +1 to all of our stats here. Okay, then we're going to use Finesse to generate a resource for an aspect card, another resource to play Contaminant Immunity. Heal 3 damage from Spider-Woman, so we go from 1 up to 4, and give her a tough status card. Okay, and then since we play a protection card, we get another +1 to all of our stats. So we have a 3-3-3 stat line right now. This just helps us remember that we have +2 to everything. So we can thwart for 3. Nick thwarts for 2. Scheme goes up a little bit. And the indirect damage, we can get rid of both bomb counter stuff this turn. And we can just take the tough. Okay, so we're going to thwart for 3 from Lower Manhattan. That will bring this down. Then we're going to have Pavitri swing for 1 to knock out the symbiotic berserker. He's going to take a consequential damage. Nick Fury is going to thwart for 2 from Midtown Manhattan. And he will take a consequential damage. That ends our turn. Let's ready back up. And then draw back up to our hand size here of 5. Let's see what we get. Okay, not much of a hand. And we don't have one of the pheromones already, so I don't think I want to play this one. Okay, so Venom Goblin's turn. He's going to add 2 threats to here, the active main scheme, and then 1 in this one, so this guy goes up to 5. He's adding that because of the acceleration from Festering Mass. Okay, then he's going to attack us with a base of 5 plus a boost. We're going to take it to the face because we have a toughness here. So the boost is place 1 threat on each main scheme without the glider counter. So 1 in here. He's hitting for 5 damage. That will knock off our tough status card. Then he activates both these bombs, which get discarded because they run out of bomb counters. Take those off. One of them says take 2 indirect damage, and the other one says after villain attacks, remove 1 bomb counter from here, exhaust 1 upgrade, 1 support you control. So exhausting 1 upgrade and 1 support. Let's do. Let's see. Do we have? Yeah, let's do the Web of Life Finesse and the War of the Great Web as an upgrade and support. So this one's done. This one says to take 2 indirect. The question is, if he attacks again, do we want Nick Fury to stay alive for us to block? And we do have the victory to block. But then he can't activate. He's only doing 1 threat remove if he does activate. Okay, let's, just in case, we're going to put 1 on Pavitri, 1 on Nick Fury. So keeping Nick Fury alive here. Okay, then claim the throne. So it goes on scheme of the least threat, lower Manhattan. The special is to place 1 threat on each scheme and 2 on that one. So this goes up to 8. This one goes up to 12, and we're just going to ignore the festering mass. Now, this one goes up to 8 as well. Okay, and then we get a face down encounter card, which is an advance. Yikes. No cancel, he's scheming. Resolve the special ability of the scheme with the glider counter. So the special is to place 2 threat on here. Goes up to 10, and then 1 on here, and then 1 on here. Okay, so, and then he's scheming for 2 on lower Manhattan, so 2 threat. That will make it hit 12, which is over 11, so it gets completely taken over, and this is now a symbiotic environment as well. And yeah, Venom Goblin has defeated us. That's Venom Goblin on expert mode.